Kenzie, welcome back to Monday on the Beauty Cup. Happy Halloween! Have you guys ever had nightmares? Because they are freaking extraordinary. So I'm just gonna jump into the story right now without further ado. Let's get into it. 2 years ago, or maybe like a year and a half ago, I was sleeping in my bed. In my dream, I was outside in my own backyard. Everything looked identical. Everything was the same. My mom was like, Boo-Boosh just got down the gate. Boo-Boo just ran out of the gate and we need to go get him. In reality, my dog actually used to do this. Now, in the dream, my mom was like really scared because Boo Boo got out and it was nighttime in my dream. I look up at the sky and the wind's blowing and everything is crazy. It was just like a really windy night. I look up in the sky and there's like this floating kind of orb saucer looking thing. It wasn't like your alien spaceship. It was a generated orb that had a disc around it. The orb inside of it was glowing and producing energy. If I could explain it, it was like this, and it was glowing purple, and the outside of the disc spun. It seemed like it was like its type of way of flying. It floated for a moment above my backyard, and then the next moment it was like it jumped. It was like and then it jumped over here, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh my god. Then I end up waking up in a white room, paralyzed. My whole flesh and everything, I felt cold, like I felt like I was bare, like there was nothing on my body, and I was kind of paralyzed, laying down on this really, really cold metal thing. Felt like I was in a surgery autopsy room, like getting taken apart, panicking, freaking out, like on this little autopsy bed. There was this giant light piercing my eyes, like when you look at the sun and then you look away and then it's kind of like ah. And then I wake up in my bedroom. I wake up in my actual bedroom. The furniture placement is everything how I had it. How the did I get into my bedroom? I didn't feel like somebody put me back in my room. I feel like they came in through the walls and put me back into my bed like it never happened. There wouldn't have been a trace in the world. Like you wouldn't have even known that it happened if it did happen. Remember, I'm still dreaming at this point. In my dream, I wake up in my bedroom like that. And then 2 seconds later, I wake up in reality, in real life. Same motion, same position, same everything. But you think that the story ends right there. No, my friends, the story goes on. Fast forward to 3 months ago. My mom is taking my dogs out to go to the bathroom. They always go out. They go to bedtime potty. We're taking the dogs out, and I was looking outside and I was like, all right, what does this remind me of? It was windy, it was dark, the leaves were blowing everywhere. And then my mom starts to yell at me, Kenzie, Boo-Boosh got out! Boo-Boosh got out! Exactly like in my dream. That moment, just boom, and I was like, no. I panicked, I freaked out. I was like, no, this is not happening. I run into my room and I start having a major panic attack, freak out. Oh my god, how could this be happening? This exact thing, I dreamed this a freaking year ago. How is this happening? My mom ends up getting Boo-Boosh and she's like, look, it's nothing like your dream. Don't worry about it, it's never gonna happen. I'm so freaked out, I can't do anything. I'm like, Mom, I don't wanna sleep alone tonight. Like, I don't wanna be in my room. I don't even wanna be here. Like, let's just go. So my mom agrees to sleep in my bedroom with me like a giant baby that I is. That night, me and my mom, we end up going to sleep together. You'd think that this dream takes place in my head. I fall asleep and my mom falls asleep. Then my mom wakes up in her dream. She's laying in my bed in the exact position that we fell asleep in, exact position she was in while she was dreaming. In her dream, she sees these bright lights like come up through the trees and into my bedroom because we're sleeping in my bedroom. She said it felt like she was being watched, like people were looking at us, and she couldn't see anybody, but she knew that there was something there. She could feel them coming, and like she could sense that there was something there. And when she woke up, it was like she was paralyzed exactly like I was. When I was laying on that cold thing, it was exactly like she was paralyzed. She couldn't move her body or anything. Her eyes were just open. And in her mind, she knew that we had to get out of there. So she was trying to scream and scream and scream, but it's like nothing would come out of her mouth. In her head, she was like so focused and so scared because now she's living in my nightmare. Just that night before, she said it was never going to happen. And now she's in it, screaming screaming, terrified, petrified. While she was panicking, the only thing that was going through her head was, we gotta get into Wolfgang's room. Gotta get out of here. She knew they were gonna come in any moment. And when I say come in, she explains it like they weren't gonna come through the windows or they weren't gonna come through the doors. They weren't gonna break anything to come in. They were just going to like sink in through the walls. She just somehow moves just a tiny little inch, enough to touch me and wake me up. In her dream, she's sleeping next to me like we are in real life, in my bed. And my mom comes back to consciousness and she's up and she can move and she can breathe in her dream, you know? She's got her full consciousness in her dream now. She can move all over the place. She's not paralyzed anymore.
I was like shaking, like, oh my God.
That's not it. I can't end it like that. What else happened?
And that's how it is. And then I lay here, then I'm like looking at
Where did they go? Do they go away?
I wake up, I don't know what happens. It's like it's a next phase, like it stopped before it showed me. Like I don't think it's over. I got this since it wasn't over. I just happened to wake up. Like something interrupted it. I'm serious. Something interrupted it and they're like, okay, we'll come back.
So they just left?
I never see them left. I see them, I wake up.
You wake up in real life?
I wake up in real life. But it's like it wasn't over. It's like they were not finished.
Oh, God. If you have any advice for me, if you guys believe in aliens, if you have any alien talk, leave that in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say. I'd love to know what you guys actually have to think about this situation because my mom did not tell me that she had this dream until last week. And we're just now finally moving from this house, so she thought it was okay to tell me about it. If you guys want to see any other of my story time videos, I will have those linked below along with my main channel. So if you want to check me out on my main channel, make sure to subscribe there, subscribe here, check out everyone else's videos for this week on the beauty cult. That's gonna do it for me, and I will see you guys next Monday. Toodles!